All right, looks like we're live. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I almost forgot it was Friday when I woke up this morning. I had to go get ready for when Scotty comes on later. So, um, thank you, everybody who's joining us so early. I saw a holiday option in there before the stream even started. Who else we got? Bud Heavy says, good morning. Let's go. Let's close above 9. We're actually opening above 9 right now. So I mean, as long as this pre-market holds up, but we're trading above 9 right now. And I agree with you. I love the sentiment. Last week it was all about closing above 850. Let's get above 9. Let's get above 9 this week. Let's keep closing higher. Grimzo, what's up? Good morning. Peter Mika says, like the idea of 3 C's. That was holiday option, says the 3 C's, coffee, coach, and clove. Yeah, I'm gonna I'll write that one down as another idea. I like that. That's a good one. Good morning, Pete. Who else we got in here? I got Pete and Peter. Peter says he's having a rainy day in Canada. Co-creator here from the start. He must have heard it was you had a dream we were over 9 and woke up early. Let's see. Seedless says lucky that alcohol is made with veggies. Good morning. Yeah, I didn't even realize I had never said it on my show or whatever. But yesterday I was in Tarheel Blues chat and everybody was talking about steaks, and I said I hadn't had a steak in 2 years. So I know I've talked about the health issues I had a couple years ago when I stopped drinking beer, but I also went vegan at the same time. It wasn't anything that I was like forced to do or anything by the doctors, but they told me I had to kind of like figure out what my body was reacting to, and I just started cutting things out and feeling healthier, and so I ended up just cutting all kinds of stuff out. Let's see here. Fluffer's in the house. Good morning. Everybody's up early this morning. Shooter Friday. Co-creator says, right on. Dear work today. Today, forgive me. I ain't doing nothing but watching Clove. And I'm telling you, it's been like that lately. Let's see. Webistics in the house. VN, good morning. Seedless Green. Did you know one of the best cover crops to grow in preparation for growing cannabis is clove? And it's official. I've been inspired. Mint clover, can of cocktail coming up. All right. Dennis D, good morning. Cuckoo Bird's in the house. What's up, Cuckoo Bird? Chiron, haven't seen you in a while. Good morning. I hope we're going past the moon today. Holiday option said put that on a coffee cup. I will. That's my next thing that I'm trying to do is get the merchandise store up. That and I really want to do that survivor pool we were talking about. I know that we come on here and we talk stocks and everything, but I set up a survivor pool. I found this free website where all you got to do is go in there and everyone could like register with their email or whatever. And if it's something fun, we can kind of talk about or track in here, So I set it up, and I'm gonna have a lot of free time this weekend. So this weekend I'm gonna like do a community post, put it out there. Everybody can make a pick before Thursday if they want to have fun, And I'm also gonna do a weekend update and have some updates I want to do for this stream, like some visual type stuff. So there's a lot I want to take care of this weekend when I get some free time. It's really been rough getting back to work. Lost a lot of free time. 6-8 Spindrift, what's up? KLF, Crypto Cello, Zeke for Bleak. Says got a super busy day at work ahead of me. Let's go. We pushed to 10. Pete says I've been watching Clover for months. Really have a good feeling today. If we get another 27 to 30 million volume, think we can get to 950. Man, 950. I could see that. Um, I mean, volume right now, we're in pre-market, so it's really hard to say. But we are. It does look like volume's picking up from what we're normally at. We're almost at, for being 5 in the morning, we're at 350,000. So, you know, not not bad so far. I mean, that's a little bit indicative of what we could be seeing coming up. So I like it. Waffle makers in the house. What's up? Papa Clove, ready for college football weekend. You know what? I fell asleep so early last night. And you just reminded me, not that it has anything to do with anything right now, but I fell asleep during the Ohio State game last night. I know they were up by trying to find the score now. I almost forgot. Oh, there we go. 45-31. Man, I was kind of, speaking of college football, I was for a second there, I was like, man, they're gonna ruin their whole damn season right now. And then they got the two like unanswered touchdowns. I think they scored. They got a pick. Next thing you know, they were up by 10, and then I kind of fell asleep after that. But yeah, I'm ready for college football to get kicked off this weekend. Soft Bunnies, what's up? Been a minute. Been working. Um, Glad to see you back. Michael's in the house. Justin, your pal Al, what's up? All right, I think I'm caught up now. Yeah, co-creator must have been watching that game too. Dude, that's late for you guys on the East Coast watching those games. So anyway, so let's look at the stocks. Let's talk about, now that we caught up in the chat. So yeah, Clover is getting a little bit of volume right now. We're getting a little bit of push. Last week we talked about, even though we had our a high and we started coming down a little bit, and it was, to me, it was all about like, let's finish above 850, let's finish above max pain. Max pain last week was 8. We're really starting to move right now, hitting 910. Looks like some volume is spiking in. I would imagine that today could be a day where, gives us our push into next week. If we pull up the option chain right now, I wasn't planning on moving there first, but since we got, I was going to talk about, I just saw someone mention VIH, so I was going to talk about that too. I got it up here, but I just want to look at the Clove real quick. So for this week, 9 is just winning the money. That's, and the delta on that's 0.62 right now. As you can see, it's Friday. Most of this stuff is at a 1 now. But that's a huge differential. That's 1.7 million shares. Could be enough to move us to 950. And we have a little bit of a gamma ramp here. We have enough here going that I think, especially when you look at the deltas on these things, they're not that high. 0.21, 0.11. It's Friday. We're starting to get some momentum right now. If we hold 9 long enough today and get a crack through 950, I could see it giving us a push to 10 and potentially closing the day above 10. And I mean, that would be huge. That puts us at a whole nother level, because then you start looking at like these further out option chains. And I think yesterday we were looking at the November chain was kind of the most intriguing, just because it went a little bit higher. But the option chain's definitely loaded up as you look into like next week. The monthlies for September, we saw some call sweeps. I mean, there's a lot going on in here. And I'll pull up TRADYTICS too. But there's definitely some potential there to give us some ramp to get us up. I don't know that there's enough open interest in the option chain to blow us past 43 on its own. Like we had that potential a couple weeks ago. But that doesn't mean we can't go to 43. It just doesn't. I don't see it happening like in one day. Like if we would have been up here at $9 and moved our way up to 10 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago on a Friday, it would have been a little bit different. But I still think the stock has the potential to go that high. And it just might take a little longer in the sense that, let's say we get the momentum today and push above 9, close above 9, close above 950, potentially 10. Then next Monday, the option chain would be extended to 20. You'd probably see people start to load up in between there. Maybe we get another day that pushes us to 13. Now the option chain extends to 26. We need to kind of build it up to get that ramp back, because right now we don't have too many chains that actually go to 43. Most of them end at 17. But I could be saying that and watch the exact opposite happen. Hopefully I'm wrong. Let's see here. I just want to show you guys the entire thing. We'll just go over CLOV. We got to know. Usually I like to wait till enough people get on here before I start talking CLOV. But I did want to go over VIH too, because that thing started popping yesterday and those calls are starting to look really nice. So CLOV right now looks like the algorithm, and I mean, I haven't watched this enough, but I've been glancing at it every day. So there's this algorithm based on options that TRADYTICS has, and it tells you which way it should be trying to pull the stock. Right now it's saying that it should be trying to pull the stock price up, and we're already trading higher, looking at 910 right now. Just taking a look, we do have some gamma exposure now, to where the $10 strike is our biggest one, 15 is the next biggest. Looking here now, so as we're opening up above 9, if we can hold this, 59,000 options in the money versus 7,000 not, or 7,000 puts. I'm sorry, I'm tired this morning. Then the $10 strike, 76 to 24. 12's all right, but 15 again, 66 to 9. This is what I was talking about, though. We start to fall off out here. 20 looks cool. 22's getting there. And 30 has 20,000, but in between there, we don't have a lot of buildup to take us through the chain. So, but what we do have? We'll have FOMO. We have short interest. We have shorts that maybe start covering as we go up. And as people start to FOMO in, and start rallying up options, they start buying near the top, and that could end up giving us that firepower. So, let's see. Let me catch up again. Chef Daddy was worried this morning. Could he text me? I was just going to get that shot glass and said, hey man, we're above 9. Where you at? Let's go. So let's see. Zeke for Bleak, we finally diverging from AMC, GME. What do you think? Even though it might look like that on like the like when you really zoom in on a daily, it's looked like we starting to. But if you just kind of compare, like let's look at the price action over the last couple of days, it still looks pretty damn similar. This big spike here was 824. For us, that was 824. And then, more sideways trading after the big spike up. Same exact thing with GameStop. We're definitely tracking exactly with these. If you start zooming out, I mean, I would say since June, which is right around here, we've kind of been seeing the same price action. I mean, a little bit different, but I'm not ready to say we're diverging yet. I still think that we're probably tied into the same algorithms or whatever the hell makes them track together, we're still tied into. Joseph says might be a good day to call in sick. Yeah, you know what? I was joking with Al Trades about that last night, that I might have to take a personal day. So Rick's asking about the VIH calls. Yeah, you know what? Let me catch up one more time. And then there's a couple other things I want to show about CLOV. Pat M's in the house. Good morning. Michael said win 2020 Corvette. I like it. Let's see. Co-creator says good morning. Good time to get your shooter emoji. Yeah. So we got those Scotty's coming on later, to get us fired up and get the day kicked off. And We got the shooter emoji, the little Scotty shotties. But you got to be a member to use that shot glass. Uh, let's see. MMGA, Coach Al THB with a CLOV fam. Blah, blah. Shit ton of volume this morning. That's right. Short sellers have been getting the blues lately. Shrimply, what's up? Good morning. Zip Jester, good afternoon from the UK. What's up? Mike in DC, good morning. Big Nate says, who hit the dislike button? I got one the other day too. I noticed it's been happening. 7-leaf clovers in the house. Good morning. And Jeffrey Herman, good morning. 5:20 on the West Coast. That's right. And I've been up since like 4:20. I couldn't sleep. Hey, so back to CLOV real quick. Looks like we're still popping 914. Seems to be the only thing that's really getting this action right now, at least on my watch list. But so we talked about the options yesterday. Saw a ton of orders come in. I mean, I'm not going to go over them all, but it looks like a lot of the expirations are further out, which is going to be good. Some 910s. So we saw some call sweeps yesterday, but a lot of bullish price action. And the biggest one was $6 strike for September 24th in terms of being unusual. Unusual contracts means that a buy comes in with more open interest or more volume than the actual open interest. That's how you could tell it's an actual buy. The other thing that I noticed with CLOV yesterday, before we move on to any of the other stocks that I wanted to discuss, today was the absolute highest dark pool volume we've seen, at least in a long time. 56% of the volume yesterday came in on the dark pool, and we still finished green. Okay, so and they can only do that for so long, right? We talked about this before. Like every time they add into the dark pool and they're selling on the dark pool like that and directing that those buy orders through there, eventually they have to go accumulate those shares, or they're going to end up with the FTDs. And yesterday, we went green. One way of suppressing that was routing orders through the dark pool. And so there's a lot more buying pressure that's going to eventually be built up here. Short volume on the day yesterday was also down, which we've been seeing on these green days, right? Which tells me that they're probably running out of shares too. As we come up here and look at shares on loan, it's continuing to drop, but then dark pool volume picks up, and that's something that we've seen too. They're returning the legitimately borrowed shares and then turning around and shorting through the dark pool, creating naked shorts and those sort of things. No Ortex update as of this morning. Let's see. Might be a little too early. Even we woke up before Ortex. Yeah, nothing. All right. Last thing I want, and yeah, I know CLOV is moving right now. We're at 918, so could be a really fun day. Nothing still. So that's the other thing I wanted to check was any institutional buying. We haven't seen any reported since the 30th. But we saw about a month straight of day after day of unreal institutional buys. But CLOV is starting to look pretty nice this morning. Just looking at some of my other plays real quick. A West in the house. Brooks Anderson. Good day today. Prakash, morning. It looks like our day. I really do think it is. Big Daddy Roro. Damn, I'm behind right now. All right, here we go. So, Buddha 56 Ace, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while in here. Ross Lowe's in the house. Any thoughts as to why we're not getting down pressure to keep us in check? I really would like, kind of like how I just said with the dark pool volume. I mean, they're 56% yesterday. I think that's the highest that we've seen, at least in the last month that I can recall. And, when you're routing through the dark pool like that, it's if there's not a seller on the other side, you're essentially creating naked short positions. So if you just you're a market maker and you keep routing it in the dark pool, all the buy orders, because you're trying to slow down the price from getting out of hand, you can only do that so much. And if they've already done that a shit ton, 56% of yesterday's volume. And I mean, it's not like the other days that hasn't been happening either. So they're just building up this, like, pushing down the spring, or as Ghost said the other day, putting Mentos in a soda bottle, or, whatever it is, they're just compressing and tightening. And at some point, they can't do it anymore. I know Al Trades has mentioned before. I was watching one of his videos, and even me and Ghost talked about this. And sometimes these guys flip the script too, and that could be what happened. We saw a lot of institutional buys getting reported. It could be the fact that most of these guys have reversed position now. They've loaded up on their calls. They've established themselves, and they're getting ready for the run, right? Because that's in these guys' nature. It's their hedge funds. So, um, you know, if all of a sudden they start loading up on the other end and they flip the script and they go long now, and now they're ready, they're not there to short. Now they're going to start covering, and forcing the price to go up and be a part of the squeeze. And now they made money on the way down. They're going to make money with us on the way up. That could be the situation too, and why we're not seeing as much downward pressure. Barack Badat, what's up? Good morning. Tarheel Blues in the house. What's up? Good morning. And I'm sure with this green right now, we'll be seeing Tarheel on a little bit earlier today. Let me know, bro, if you're gonna get on earlier, and then yeah, I'll make sure to announce it or just throw it in the chat or whatever. But Tarheel Blues, the hardest working man in Clove Nation. Uh, dude streams 9 days a week, 25 hours a day. And when he's not doing that, he's on Discord and he's on Reddit and he's everywhere else. So if you haven't already, make sure you go subscribe to Tarheel. There is a link below in the description box. I keep it on all my streams just to support him. So you guys go down there and go subscribe to Tarheel. He's been like I said, hardest working man in Clove Nation. Yeah, Pat, that's exactly. The institutions use this whole thing to average down. They seem happy. They're ready. Time for a flippity flip. Let's go. Trending Stock News says this is amazing. Hell yeah, it is. I've been ready for one. Big Daddy Roro giving THB some love. Simply Sung. Looks like 2 green days. Justin Niehoff in the house. Scotty, what's up, Scotty? Let's go. Skip C, what's up? Good morning. BTFD's in the house. Clover is now the most mentioned ticker on Wall Street Bets. Shares up more than 3% in street market trading. Hey, guys, another one shout out I'll give right now. And, I'm just going to go ahead and look this up. I know I'm going to end up getting behind in the chat, but it is what it is. My bad. I'm already behind. So, whatever you want to call this guy, Wall Street Bet degenerate, buy the effing dip, or Fresh Prince of Wall Street Bets. He's got all kinds of names. But he started doing these Twitter spaces, okay, just the other day, and he does it every day after the bell, and it's really cool. If you're unfamiliar with Twitter spaces, it's kind of like a voice chat where you can go in there and listen, and it's pretty cool. I mean, they've been talking about like runners that they see, what happened in the market today. I know Tarheel Blue. Yesterday I went and checked it out. Tarheel Blue was on there. Um, and we had, let me see here. I'm just gonna put BTFD. Oh, what did I just do here? Sorry guys, it's early. BTFD Twitter. All right, I think I put it in the description of this box now, of this chat. So it should be down there. Otherwise, I'm gonna throw the comment right here. That's his Twitter handle, but go check him out. Yeah, Degenerate's doing these Twitter spaces every day. He's been calling out runners. He's been doing all kinds of stuff, and I think he's gonna do it every day after market close. We are at 9:36. Things are starting to take off, and I'm way behind in the chat, so I'm just be skipping by. And if I miss anything, Narissa's in the house. If I skip any actual questions, just put them back down there again. But I did throw Degenerate's Twitter link in the chat, so if you haven't checked it out, go follow him on Twitter. Dude's doing some great stuff, and he's been calling some good runners too. Like every day, he's been tweeting in the pre-market this week, and he's called some big plays. Coach, you take the day off school again. I don't know. My back is hurting this morning. We'll have to see. My chair at work does kill it. My back's been killing me. We'll have to see how that goes. But this is pretty exciting right now. I'm not gonna lie, guys. If we can get even get above 950 right now, and open up there, that's gonna be even better. Let's see. Oh, the THB website. Yeah. Sky, been rough summer for CLOV. What's a good pre-market indicator this will move north to the open? I think we're looking at it right now. I really do. Oh, here we go. THB stock tracker. So co-creator put it in there. But I'm going to, where the hell is my web browser at? There we go. THB stock tracker.com. So Tarheel Blue put together this website, okay, and it's pretty damn amazing. It tracks CLOV, okay. You go on there, it gives you the short interest, shares on loan, days to cover, cost to borrow, basically the same type of information that we're pulling off Ortex. Trading volume, borrowed shares. It has options data. It's got trade. It's basically a one-stop shop. Failure to delivers. All the information you need is right here. What the stock's trading at, everything, and it's free, and it's for the CLOV community, and it's thbstonktracker.com. Pretty damn cool right there. Like I said, hardest working man in the CLOV nation. D, what's up? Scotty, boom, boom, pow. Yeah, no, I was in there listening yesterday. I was still in class, so I had it on and I had an earpiece in, and Webistics. I'm sorry I missed that super chat. Thank you. I appreciate it. Please let this be the last day CLOV is under 10. Hell yeah, I'm ready. I'm absolutely ready to get above 10. But like I said, even if this is the last day that we were under 9, like let's close above 9. That would be huge. Now, that being said, hell yeah, let's get above 10. But thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate it. Shrimply, what's up? Shrimply's a new member. I like it. So now you get to take a shot with Scotty when he comes on. We got the cool emojis in there for the members. Appreciate that. First new member of the day. I love it. If anyone else is interested in a membership, it's $4.99. You get the cool emojis and the badges and all the little fun stuff for the chat, and I'll continue to keep adding stuff. But I'm gonna keep adding anything I can think of. Trying to get a merchandise store off the ground, and once I do, members will get a huge fat discount on there. And then on top of that, I'm gonna start doing some Chalk Talk streams with members where we can talk options, do whatever we want. You guys, basically get the full attention. I have no plan. I'm just going to be sitting there watching you, answering questions and trying to help or whatever you guys want to talk about. Sky says, long time watcher, first time chatter. Been a rough summer for Clove. What's a good pre-market indicator? I think I thought I looked at that one already, but either way, I think we're ready to move. I mean, if you're looking to day trade this stock, I don't know. But I mean, because it could come down and fill the gap at, we closed at 887. It might come down and touch, but we are above the option chain right now, and it's a Friday. So if we open above 9, I would say we're going to hold 9 and probably move higher. But it's really hard to know that we're going to continue to move north. We are seeing a pickup in volume. We're already at 1.1 million. Today should be a high volume day. My expectation is that we're going to kind of run. Sir Lucky Charm, gotta say, today is a good day. Damn, what's up? Says we're running. How many borrowed shares this morning? Let's take a look. Ortex didn't update last time I looked. Looks like Fintel's reporting that there's 1 million available there. If I come over here to Ortex, oh, we got an update. 3,000 borrowed. Not a lot. So it looks like these guys aren't trying to short right now. I mean, they're letting it run. And it could be like we said, maybe they just kind of switch positions on us. And they're going long now. I can care less. I just want to make some money. I don't care if they're long, short, whatever. Just pull this up real quick on Clove and let's see if we got any sort of blockage up here on level 2. Nothing much. Looks like 10,000 at 945. 12,000 at 970. And then I would expect $10 to be a rough one to break through. 12,000 right now, but we're in pre-market, so anything could change there as soon as the market opens. Anthony, what's up? Says here we go. SMJ, good morning. Low Works in the house. Damn, everybody's here today. Sacktown's finest got up early. I don't remember. I usually don't get to see you till after 6. Let's see here. Lisa's even here. Good morning, Lisa. I think everyone knows Scotty's coming on. That's why everybody's here. All right. So real quick, because I know Clove's the most exciting one right now. But one that I definitely wanted to cover this morning was VIH. So VIH, we had talked about it. Dan, actually, I know Dan's in here right now too, but Dan had thrown this one on my radar a while back, and it was a play that looked like it had a loaded option chain for, I think, last month, but I bought some options further out, and that's what I kind of said, like, at the time you weren't going to be paying much more to get, the October or the Novembers. And the VIH all of a sudden, I know we talked about it even on Monday this week, that I started seeing it pop up and getting above 9. Well, yesterday and after hours, looks like near the close actually, It came up and it popped above 10. And you see what ends up happening. Low float stock, a lot of options play going on there. Just getting above 10 and getting deep in the money there ended up kind of forcing this run. Looks like it got shorted back down to 1050, but this is a low float stock with high short interest. I think it might be one of the highest shorted stocks right now in the market. Let's see. VIH short interest right now is 36. And again, much lower floats. You see just 230,000 shares are almost adds on 1% on the day. Cost to borrow average is 277. Utilization's at 96. We're real. I think this thing could pop like any day now. I already have a position. If I was gonna open up a new one, I mean, obviously it's a SPAC, and so if you're getting in at 1050, 10 kind of is the floor, right? Somewhere around 10. So it's a really good opportunity to get in there. On top of that, options chain wise, I would not go. I mean, IV is ridiculously low. So you're not overpaying, but I wouldn't go for the September 17th. It's only 14 days away, and who knows, right? But short interest is extremely high on this stock, and like I said, I really think it has the potential to pop. So I was looking at maybe like August. If it does run, I think it's got the potential to run at least to 20. Kind of blow out the option chain. You have some of the option chain. Look at this for such a low float stock. That's a lot of build up in the option chain. This is all the way out in November now. But this option chain is really starting to build up. It's got a high short interest. I think this thing could pop, sometime soon, and we may end up seeing it start today. I mean, I don't know where the hell this came from yesterday, but wow, that happened in a matter of 30 minutes. And it is back down, probably getting shorted back down. So it could be that you're sitting in this play for months. It could be that you're sitting in this play for a day or two. But 1050 is a pretty reasonable entry point, and it looks like it might be ready to run. The biggest issue here had been volume for the longest time. So I'm excited about that. I wanted to make sure and talk about VIH. I know some of you guys bought some, a while back when we were talking about it. I still have mine. I'm not going to be adding on, but I'm excited that we might be able to get a little move out of that. Isaac says, "CLOV Nation, let's go." Co-creator said, "There's that TMB, but not much." Yeah, well, you also got to look at the RSI, right? So we made this huge run from 904 to 936. RSI starts heating up, getting up here in this like 78, 80 range. Pullback is expected. The good news is we stayed above VWAP on that pullback, right? So we came down, we dipped below. Now we're back above VWAP. Now I'd say we're ready for another run. Let's go heat up this RSI again. But this time let's get up to 950. And that's just your natural stair stepping. So I think we're good. I think we're good. RH, what's up? Good morning. L Trains, good morning. L Trains has been up early. I got a message from him on a group chat. I think it like he's same time zone as me. I think like 3 a.m. Is there a new SEC rule in place as of today? There's been so many rule additions that I kind of stopped paying attention to them because I feel like there's, especially with GameStop and the Super Stonk community. I mean, they've been covering that stuff, so it's been awesome. And for a while, I was really taking the time to read through them all, and it would be like, oh, this one's in place, and now this is going to happen. This one's in place, and now this is going to happen. And I just stopped paying attention to it. I just figured, at some point. But there was something about September 1st, I think, margin requirements. And so a lot of the rules that have been being made were all about like strengthening margin requirements, making it harder for these guys to get things so out of hand where they can go bankrupt like that Archegos or whatever it was a while back, and really just to protect the overall markets. The last thing they want is for a hedge fund to go short a stock or long a stock for that matter and be trading on 10 to 15 times leverage and all of a sudden lose everything and not be able to cover their losses, because then it falls on the clearinghouse, it falls on the market makers, it falls on your broker. If your broker sold you shares and all of a sudden they can't deliver them, your broker at the end of the day owes you that. I mean, so when these guys fail, it affects everybody else too. And so a lot of these rules have been put in place so that not let them fail, but if they fail, that if they fail, it doesn't end up creating a domino effect that like brings down everybody. At least that's my understanding of the broader scope of things. Target short sellers in the house. What's up? Good morning, Michael. What's going on? Christina Ridge, happy day. Clover, everybody's here today. We're having a party right now. Let's see. Lisa just fired some dry powder. Spike says if you assume the max paying play and old, of allowing 2.5 to 3 million of options to be in the money at the money, 950 would be allowed today. Okay. Well, it's only allowed for so long, right? They can only control it for so long. At some point, they lose control. And that's when you see these big gamma squeezes. Because I'm sure they were only allowing shit back in June. And then all of a sudden they lost control. We ran to 28. But I get what you're saying. It's like they're trying to play this game of controlling it, but then at some point they lose control. What's up, Michelle? Good morning. Moto Guzzi's in the house. Dave Jazz, super chat, right on, man. Thank you. Says thanks, coach, for your work. Man, I appreciate that. And really, I mean, I'm doing this because one, it's fun for me. I'm really having a blast. I never would have expected to be doing a live stream or anything else. I mean, I've been trading for so long, but I'm having so much fun doing it. And the community and everybody else. I mean, I say it all the time, but I look forward to this. I really do. I look forward to getting my coffee every morning and coming on and, just seeing all the familiar faces and everybody in the chat. And I think that's why sometimes I get so lost in the chat and get backed up, because I want to read every single chat, because it's like we're one big family, we're one big community, and sometimes I feel like I'm missing out when the chat's ripping and I'm not paying attention. Steve the Baker says we're gonna fly today. Jobs report just came in low, so that must be that huge dip I saw out of the corner of my eye on the SPY. I saw this kind of spike up, and then we're getting the knee-jerk reaction down now. But the good news is, even though the S&P looks like it's dipping, it was already trading up. So it was getting ready to gap up. Now it's getting back to where it closed at. So nothing much to see there, I don't think. Does anyone know how to drop a like on a mobile app? I think you got to exit the chat, then you get the opportunity to do it. Then you get to get back in the chat. I learned that. I was trying to do that when I was watching Tarheel about a month ago on my phone, and I couldn't figure it out. And I think that's what I had to do. Christina said they had a meeting yesterday from 7:45 to 12:30. Face about dropped the wrinkles when we saw we were bouncing. Yeah, that's like I was in class, right? And it's like, so each class I think is like 50 minutes long. And so, you got to do your lesson plan for the day, get the students started, all that kind of stuff. Then I walk over to my desk to take roll. And then I'm going to take roll, and I'm looking out of my corner of my eye like, oh my God, we're starting to move, and then I got to go do something else. Then I finally get back to my desk, but it's hard. Brian Sanders says, appreciate the live streams, makes the morning grind so much better. Stock Hunter, what's up? Morning crew looks like they may be switching plays and going long. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I really think. I think that we might be seeing some of these guys. And we saw a lot of that. We saw even some of the analysts that have been downgrading the stock recently go long on some previous reports that came in last week. So I really think, um, it was just an accumulation thing, right? Like now that they got their shares and they're ready, now we got more bulls to help try to push this thing. Mel says, I don't know much about finance. Said triple moving average crossover. Sounds good to me. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna look at TRADYTICS too, because TRADYTICS, if I could figure it out. Lisa, if you know which one it is, I don't know if it's the stock dashboard. There's one of the TRADYTICS things on there too that just gives you like all the bullish indicators, just lays them out. You tell them what stock you're looking for, and it'll say like, you know, now I can't find it. I'll find it later. As I'm saying that, and I'm still staring at it. All right. When I see you on the moon, I need to give you some tendies. Yeah, we're gonna have a party on the moon for sure. Uh, Nick Drusbick, what's up? Good morning. Um, the market is closed Monday. Glad you brought that up. Yes, the market is closed Monday. It's a holiday. We'll be back on Tuesday. Um, all right. So it's closed. But while we're talking about Tuesday, for those of you guys that didn't catch the pilot, me and Ghost, I might as well take the time to talk about it before we get closer to the open right now. But me and Ghost started a show last week. We did a pilot episode. It's called No Financial Limits. Okay, and so last week was the pilot. We're gonna do it. We're gonna be doing it every Monday. Okay, so it's gonna be Mondays at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern, and it's gonna be a lead up to Monday Night Football. Um, this week we're doing the preseason on Tuesday because of the holiday, and then we're gonna kick off with NFL Week 1, leading up to Monday Night Football. So, um, basically, what we're gonna do is the first half of the show we're gonna talk stocks, crypto, whatever. Second half of the show we're gonna talk about NFL, and sports betting, fantasy football. We're gonna have guests on. It's gonna have a lot of fun. But come check us out for the preseason show that's on Tuesday. Okay, so it'll be Tuesday on my channel, and then eventually we'll start bouncing it back and forth from my channel to Ghost's channel. There's also a link down in the description today for if you want to go follow Ghost as well. Help support his YouTube channel. He's just getting it going, and like I said, sometimes we'll be bouncing back and forth and going to his. Let's see. Joseph Scott's in the house. Good morning. LF Bell says added 500 shares this pre-market. Let's do it. Welcome to all the new peeps. Glad you're here. Pete says 1.5 million in pre-market. Yeah, we got the volume. The volume's picking up today. Let me see here. Ecatab's in the house. Verb maker, coach, give it to me raw. How you feel about my New York Jets? Man, I think was that you asking in Tarheel's chat yesterday if they were gonna go like over under. I think the over under on that was 7.5 wins on the season. I don't see them winning more than 6. I really don't. I could be wrong. There's always a couple teams that come out in the preseason and shock everybody and kind of make a difference. That could be them this year. But they seem like they got a pretty tough schedule. I really think, I'd say 6 at most. Bob C, good morning. B Johnson's in the house. Pablo's in the house. Man, I'm telling you, we're today's the day. Everybody's here. Everybody's in here this morning. Um, so Clove. Oh, it's 6.5 vert maker. Yeah, I would take the under on that if I really. I mean, if I was gonna bet that, it just seems like I know it's a longer season this year. Um, who knows? Who knows? I don't know. That would be my bet. If I had to bet on that, I would take the under. Andy Smith, good morning, Coach and Clove Nation. Hey, so anyone who's just joining, couple things I'll point out. You know, obviously we're up right now. Pre-market volume is up. We're at 1.5 million. Closed yesterday at 887. The high of the day yesterday was, it looks like 909. So we were just breaking above 9 yesterday. Today it looks like we're set to open above 9. The cool thing about that and the significance of that is the option chain, right? Max pain this week I think is 850. But if we look at this week's options expiration, we do have 18,000 calls outweighing 1,400 puts at the $9 strike. And today is OPEX. Today's the day they expire. So we're going to start to see that delta increase. This will change. That's not one delta right now. Once the market opens, we'll see this number change. But the way that this does happen, so this is 10,000 share or 10,000 calls here at 950 versus 300 puts. So that's a million shares. Once that gets deep in the money, that becomes a one delta. That's 750,000 shares that still need to be hedged. When those get hedged, they could push us higher to 10. And then if those get hedged, same type of deal, 900,000 shares. I have a feeling, you know, if we can get this moving today, who knows? I don't know if we would see an entire gamma squeeze today, but maybe the makings of one, right? Like maybe just getting us ahead and getting us up to 1050, 11, closing the day out there. And now next week, we have that nice base where everything from, 8 to 11, all that open interest in the future change is already sitting in the money, and we're sitting $3 above max pain. And then, I mean, that could really make a difference there. We did see a lot of bullish options play yesterday, which helps. Yesterday we saw 56% of the dark pool volume, or 56% of the volume on the day come through the dark pool. That's extremely high. If you think about, what else the last time we saw 50% was August 24th and 23rd. And then before that, back to August 13th and 12th. And then to yesterday, 56, which I think was the highest. Short volume kind of decreased, and it's been somewhat decreasing since August 23rd, too, since we kind of started going green. At least the reported short volume has. And then, of course, was that everything we went over this morning? We could check Ortex real quick before we kind of dig back into this. So Ortex right now on Clove, nothing really happening. Looks like 100 shares borrowed today, 3.3 thousand, basically 3,300 borrowed, 3,200 returned. Cost to borrow looks like it's down too. So yeah, in terms of what's being reported to Ortex, nothing much. There we go. Big Daddy Roro says, Coach, what happened to ATOS after you talked about it? It fizzled out. Yeah. I kept an eye on it all day. I mean, it got that nice big run here, and then it just kind of like you said, it fizzled out. But I still think ATOS, I mean, it was a great, like, if you wanted to jump in and kind of day trade it, but I still think it's got the opportunity to run big time. If we look at ATOS, this is ATOS up here now. Not a ton going on short interest wise, but it looks like maybe it's building into something there. So I wouldn't really consider this to be a squeeze play, but this is a play that got battered down from highs of $9 a while back, right? and it looks like it's starting to trend upwards. So it kind of found this base down here at 274. That would have been a great buying opportunity. Came out with great news yesterday. Bullish crossover yesterday. MACD crossover back on the 12th. It really looks like it's starting to trend up. I would imagine that we probably still could see some continued growth here in the coming days and continue the trend. And then if we take a look at the options chain, this is, let's see here, nothing much. If we come out here to the monthlies, it's already deep in the money. And I know we talked about that yesterday, but the $3 strike's already deep. That's kind of what I was just getting at with CLOV too. In order to kick off a gamma squeeze, you also want some options. You need options out here, open interest out here to create the gamma ramp and the squeeze. And then you need options in here in the money outweighing puts. And then they kind of already have that going for them with ATOS. So getting past this 4 and staying above it is going to be huge. New member, Grimzo, what's up? Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Another new member today. Right on. Welcome to Coach's team. Now you get access to all those cool emojis. Especially when Scotty comes on later, you get to take the shot with us. Christina says I'll be on the 35-yard line for the Rice and Texas game. Okay. Florida Nick logged into my main account and got an extra like for you. Right on. Equitab. That's funny. Pablo says he's in Kansas. I said Kansas is going bye-bye. Kenneth Wallace, good morning. If I was going to buy calls today, as a lotto ticket and an investment, it's two different things. I'm assuming you're talking CLOV. CLOV lotto tickets, for me, I would go September 17th. That's 14 days away, as opposed to buying these weeklies here because it's just not enough time. 0 days to expiration today, only 1 week for next week. IV on CLOV is still ridiculously low considering that this is a squeeze play too. It's trading at 100 right now, but for me, maybe, I mean, they're all cheap, but depending on how much you had, I would say somewhere maybe right in here. For like $25, the $11 strike, the $12 strike, just anything right in here maybe. As a more of a lotto ticket. Now, if you did believe in the squeeze next week and really wanted to just throw some cash out there to take a shot, you can get in a lot cheaper here at $10. But still, I'd want to be in this 10 to 12 range because we don't really know how much higher we're going to go once we blow out this option chain and get past 17. So that's what I wouldn't want to, we have the potential to run to 43, but I don't know that it's going to happen with the option chain. We could run that high. We could go to 70. But I would just want to protect myself and be in this 10 to 12 range, or maybe, now that we're opening this high, maybe like 12, you could still get it for cheap. Again, though, I'd want to go with the 17s and be out here. I'd rather pay a little bit of extra money and pay $20 and be on September 17th. Now, realistically, for me, if I was really going to buy options as more of an investment or longer term, I'd want to at least go to January 22, but probably take the same strategy, maybe even going like, at the money. You're paying $2 for the $10 strike. You could get 5 times the amount of shares there than buying shares. Or 2023's way out here. Now you're really looking at this like an investment you're trying to build. You're giving yourself a year and a half. And I just go at the money with those leaps. TRADYTICS. I got eyes on BBIG for the big dip reversal. All right. Faith's in the house. Good morning. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but thank you for joining. Got some CLOV fam coming in. Let's see here. DJ Tardis, what's up? Julio Cruz, good morning. What's going on? Michelle, new member, another new member. Right on. You guys are awesome. I think that's my third one today. Thank you, Michelle. Welcome to the family. Welcome to Coach's team. How's the coach search coming, Coach? Trenton Elliott, what's up? I don't know if I'm tired and I just don't know. What do you mean the coach search? I'm tripping. Lotto CLOV. Yeah, if I wanted to do a lotto ticket, I definitely wouldn't buy nothing for today. But maybe like next Friday, if you wanted to take a gamble that something was going to happen next Friday. I mean, you can get like those 12.50 calls for $10. That might be where I would go with it. You know, just to be safe. I would imagine if we have a nice day today and close above 10, somewhere in there, that next week we might have the potential to get this gamma ramp and at least blow out the 17, and the chain will get extended at that point. Like if we close it at 10, chain will come out at 21 next Monday. So somewhere in that range. I like to be a little bit safer, especially with the shorter term ones. Midwest Tom, what's up? Good morning. A-Pop and Sava, former runners up in pre-market, DD2. So Sava's one that I've been watching only because I know you know this too. I'm long AVXL. And whenever Sava runs, AVXL kind of gets that movement with it. And also, unfortunately, whenever Sava has bad news and ends up tanking, AVXL, gets hit a little bit too, just because they're in the same space. But yeah, it looks like Sava's moving a little bit. 52 to 60 already. Wow. And this is the type of information that you get when you follow BTFD on Twitter. I went and put his Twitter handle in the description earlier. So go down there and make sure you follow him on Twitter, guys. Genetic Nate, good morning. Verb Maker, yeah, market is closed Monday. Trying to become a member but can't find the join button. If you're on the homepage, I think you could. It's right next to where you would subscribe to the channel. I don't know how to do it on an iPhone. Maybe somebody can help you with that. Co-creator says, Coach B, tell us the benefits of membership while everyone is here. So, not only do you get the cool little logo badge next to your name, you also get the cool emojis that I've been continuing to add. Right now, we got a couple. We got the Scotty shots. We got the wine glass back here. What else do we have? We got the CLOV moon and we got the TMB. Because we're kind of the TMB family over here. We get hit with that typical morning bullshit all the time, or we like to come on and watch the morning bell, however you like to put it. But on top of that, I am gonna put some discounts in the merchandise store. Everything will be at a discount for members. As soon as I get the merchandise store up and running, which I'm planning to do this weekend, and the biggest thing which I'm excited about is I'm going to do these Chalk Talk live streams. So if you haven't watched my Chalk Talk videos, I try to break down the markets as simple as possible, especially like options play. And I did this options basics playlist and everything else. But anyways, I want to do these Chalk Talk streams where we're not talking CLOV and we're not talking everything else, and do it in the after, like maybe in the afternoons or later in the day. And really for members to come in and, basically you guys ask questions, whether it be, exit strategies for certain options you're in, stocks that you're in, anything like that, but kind of like I don't want to say one-on-one because it'll just be the members in there, but it will be kind of a smaller crowd and more, where we could work with each other and try to help each other out. So that's what I'm looking at right now. KLF's got the shot glasses going. Jeffrey wants to know where the sell walls are. We'll pull those up right now. We still got about 20 minutes before market open. Quincy Valentino, what's up? Level 2, I'm going to pull that up in 1 second. And Ben Nguyen, what's going on? Low Work with the super chat. Right on, Low Work. Thank you. Says, let me be the team's water boy. High quality H2O. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. And that reminds me of that someone put out that meme, that video with the water boy. I don't know. I'm sure everybody saw it, where it was where water boy's out on the field and they're telling them it was basically, I think it was CLOV and some other, that thing was funny. But yeah. No, thank you. I appreciate the super chat. For real, thank you. AL, the flip sounds positive. Yeah, for sure. 7-leaf clover, new member, right on. Thank you. Appreciate it. Really, I can't thank you guys enough. And I really want to do as much as I can for members, just to show you guys my gratitude too. And one thing we talked about earlier this week, I just forgot to mention when co-creator said to talk about it, but was I'm gonna do like a pool, like an NFL pool or something where you pick winner, everyone gets, just to have fun, really. I mean, I don't know if that's really a benefit for members, but I am going to be putting that out in the community tab today. So that way you guys can all join if you choose to. And it'll just be fun. Maybe we can all kind of talk shit about it every morning and see who got eliminated and who's still alive every Monday morning. Something like that, to just kind of have fun and just contribute to this community that we're building here. And football season's right around the corner, so I will be putting that out on the community tab, and I'm gonna come up with some sort of prize if you guys want to throw ideas in the chat or something. But I'll do some sort of prize that I'll put up for grabs for whoever ends up winning it at the end of the season. Felix Rossi says, "Hey coach, hope you're well. Short interest from CLOV today. We checked a little while ago. Coming into the day, I don't know what's going on. Looks like Ortex was saying 15%. Yeah. That can't be right, but we'll see. Present Minds in the house. Good morning. Yeah, Fluffer hates football. She got mad the other day when we were talking football on here too. In TRADYTICS under ticker dashboard stocks, it gives the correlation both high and lowest to CLOV. Yeah, that's what I thought I was looking for, but then I got lost. Let me check. I just didn't want to waste too much time like trying to find it. So ticker dashboard stocks, and then I'm gonna go to CLOV. There's like so many options in this TRADYTICS things. It's I really love this website, but it's sometimes it gets to be like I forget where I found certain things at. Under correlations. Okay. Let's see here. Michelle says your girl has season tickets to the Bucks. Patriots fan, following the GOAT. Can't wait for opening night against the Cowboys. See, I got season tickets to the Niners, but that's cool. So I'm assuming you're in Tampa then. But a Patriots fan? I don't know. You and Al Trades apparently. But nah, football's fun. I have a lot of fun. I can watch any game. I don't care who it is. If it's I grew up a Niner fan. I used to have Raiders season tickets too. But I can go watch any college football game in the area. And typically we do go check out San Jose State, Cal, Sac State, UC Davis, doesn't matter. Co-creator with the super chat. You're too nice, man. Too nice. Join the team today for less than I paid for this super chat. Right on, co-creator. Man, I love it. That's my OG mod too. The first mod I ever had on this channel. I appreciate everything, co-creator. CPARI, new member. Right on. Thank you so much. I lost count now. I know that's over 4, I think, for the day. But thank you, CPA. Let's see. Noah says, his name is Coach. You guys are talking about some biopharmaceuticals. Fluffer says, hit that like for the Coach B. I like how the B caught on. Every time I pop in, like on Tarheels, everyone's dropping the Bs. Maybe I have to do something with a B, like a B with a headset on it or something like that. Coach probably hates the Seahawks. Yeah, a little bit. It's funny. I think I talked about that the other day, but growing up, I hated the Cowboys and the Packers at the time, because of the era. And now I could really care less. Like I root for the Packers because of Aaron Rodgers and everything else. But yeah, it's hard to root for the Seahawks now, or even watch. I hate the Seahawks, but that's become the new rival. And I'm sure that'll change over time too. Jim Larson, good morning. Says go Buckeyes. That's right. Today we got a little bit of a first half scare. I love Kenneth Wallace. Who doesn't hate the Seahawks? That's right. Funny thing, some people might take this the wrong way or whatever, but my kids, 9-7 right now, almost 10-6, but or 10-8, but for the longest time and still to this day, just so you know, and then we'll stop talking football before Fluffer logs off. But they don't even know them as the Seahawks. In my household, they are the Seahawks. Like I said, hope I don't offend anybody, but I thought that's funny. This is going back to when my kids were probably 3 and 5 and didn't even know the difference. But I'm watching football and they say, "Oh, Niners are playing the Seahawks today." Let's see here, Ghost, what's up? Ghost is in the house. Drop some Ghost for Ghost right now, and remember, the Tuesday. No financial limits. I know I said it already, but go subscribe to Ghost channel and come log in and check us out on Tuesday night, 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Half the show will be talking stocks. Half the show will be talking football. I got a thumbs down. That might be because of the Seahawks jokes. My bad. Go Packers. Let's see here. LF Bell's in the house. Welcome, new member. Man, you guys are I'm getting a lot of members rolling in today. Appreciate it, everybody. Thank you, LF Bell, for the support. And I'm way behind in the chat again. Christina says, woo, woo, all the new family members. Saw that many call sweeps yesterday. Yeah, there was a lot. A lot of call sweeps came in yesterday. I kind of showed those earlier, but I'll pull them up again before we get into market open here. Grimzo says Rams fan here. I see. I don't have the hatred for the Rams or the Cardinals. I mean, obviously, I want to beat them, but I'll root for the Rams and the Cardinals when they're like in the playoffs or when they're playing other teams. But when it comes to the Seahawks, I just can't. And maybe Rams fans feel that way about the Niners. But so if we look at the options chain real quick, I mean, this was all orders from yesterday that came in, and yeah, there was a ton of call sweeps. I mean, we don't have to go over each one, but at different option chains, different strike prices. Definitely a lot of bullish options play yesterday on CLOV. The 12th man has a new name. That's right. uh Oh, Gunslinger gave me the thumbs down. I'm in timeout right now for 5 minutes. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up. Midwest Tom's dropping some ghosts in there. Narwhal, what's up, Narwhal? Thanks for joining. No, Scotty has not came on yet. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to text Scotty here in a second. Um, that's right. Lisa is a University of Tennessee fan. Kenneth with the super chat, $4.99 for good parenting. That's funny. Yeah. So I did up my first fantasy football draft last night too, and my son's a big Christian McCaffrey fan. I think I've mentioned that on here before. And we had the second pick of the draft, and so this one, it's like a family league. My in-laws do, and there's people. It's called Coast to Coast, and there's people in Connecticut. There's people up in Seattle. We're in the Bay Area, so we did this one, and I had the second pick, and so I was going to let my older son, the one who's getting ready to turn 10, draft with me. And, it's obvious. It's like, okay, I know you want Christian McCaffrey, but if he's not there, and of course, first pick of the draft was McCaffrey. We didn't get him, so we ended up going with Derrick Henry. But I'm trying to get him into it. Big C, yeah, we went over the VIH option chain a little while ago. It's still looking really good over 10, but I would say more so, I wouldn't go September 17th. It's cheap enough right now to where if I wanted to get in on a play with VIH, I would at least go out to give yourself another month. I think I went with November's, but I mean, even if you went October's, that's still better than only giving yourself 14 days. Mark Shunkin, what's up? New member Mark. Thank you. Appreciate it. I lost count now. Before I sign off, I'll have to go through. I got a list. I've been writing down everyone's names and thank all you guys all at once too. But I really appreciate all the support today and every day, and that you guys come in here and join me every morning. That's why I do it. All right, so let's look at these cell walls. Okay, see what we have going on here. So this is I'm bringing this in from Charles Schwab's app, just so we could see, get a little bit more. And I know that's kind of small for you guys to check out, but as we look down here, and again, this is pre-market, so this is going to change. Okay, we might see a lot more come popping in afterwards, but 925, 10,000, 928, 31,000. That's probably the biggest so far for pre-market. Yeah, I mean, now we're getting way out here. Obviously, like your 10s and things like that are going to see a lot of consolidation. But, I mean, right now it looks like 928, right around there. But, I mean, we'll find out here in about 6 minutes. We'll really get an opportunity to see, where those cell walls are going to come up at. Which running back do I start this week? Josh Jacobs or Raheem Mostert? No bias, please. Well, Josh Jacobs, I believe, and this is off the top of my head, is playing against the Ravens. And I think Raheem Mostert is playing against the Lions. The only flip side is uh, Lions, I don't think have as good of a defense. So I would kind of want to say Raheem Mostert, but then the Niners got Trey Sermon, and I think that they're going to be splitting a lot of time. So my inclination would be Josh Jacobs, just because he's kind of a one man show in the Raiders backfield. Um, until something happens in San Francisco with an injury or something, I don't really want to touch any of their running backs because you never know who's going to get the ball. Co-creator could sell ice to Eskimos with his promos. I love it. I'm an old rave promoter, and DJ comes naturally to me. Right on, co-creator. Learn something. Everybody's learning something new every day. I like how we're going green right now on Clover and people want to talk football. What's your thoughts on the Raiders moving to Vegas? As a Bay Area sports fan, I think it's I wish Oakland would have done more to try to keep him. I mean, Oakland lost the Warriors already to San Francisco. They lost the Raiders twice. They lost them to LA back in the 80s or whatever, and then they lost them again to Vegas, and it's because the city isn't willing to do anything. What's going to end up happening now, right? If they don't do something for the A's, that stadium's a shithole, and the A's are probably going to end up leaving too. I would say I place more of the blame on Oakland than anybody. Like, why wouldn't you leave in this day and age? You get this brand new, beautiful stadium in Vegas. I don't really blame the organization, and I think they did a lot to try to make it happen and try to stay. And the city of Oakland just didn't want to work with them. And unfortunately, the way that sports is these days, teams will move. You saw the Rams move. You saw the Chargers move. I mean, there's other cities that realize the economic benefits that come along with putting a stadium in, and Oakland doesn't see it. That's their loss. And unfortunately, it's a loss for us as fans. Even as a Niner fan, I go to Raider games. I love it. It's closer to me, and you know, Christina Ridge, $10 super sticker, right on. The pear character flying in the air with the red cape and a smile on his face. I know you didn't type that out. That's the emoji you picked. It doesn't come up here for me to actually see it. Um, so, but thank you, Christina. I appreciate it. More Pats fans. You guys go get on Al trade streams. You guys like Bella cheat and his. I'm sure he'll make Mac Jones into a cheater too. I'm just playing around. But that's one of the teams that, it's that's sports. When you have a team that's winning so much, people want to see them get knocked off. And that's the way I feel with the Patriots. You know what I mean? Obviously, they're doing it. They're being great. And the run may be over. Who knows? But I think Mac Jones might do some good there. Was never really a big believer in Cam Newton. So, um, yeah, I think I'm interested to see what he does there. All right, we're pulling up on the bell right now. Hey Scotty, if you're listening, let me you might as well if you want to get on here soon because I might run. I don't want to run out of time. So Scotty, I'm ready for you whenever you're ready, man. You just call in and we'll get the day started. All right, I think I'm caught up in the chat. As soon as we get this opening bell, I'm gonna bring over the level 2 again, and we'll see if there's any like huge cell walls that pop up. Looks like VIH is starting to pop too for anyone. I've been kind of watching this out of the corner of my eye. It's back up to about 1070. Wouldn't surprise me to see this type of price action today and see a little bit of a blow right here. Let's see what happens off the open. It also could go down in gap fill. We did get that morning bell just now. Clover says, I wish we talked this much sports during NBA season. All right. Just looking here. Yes, Lisa, I will give you the CLOV. I'll do the CLOV recap right now. Now that we're at the open, and then we'll kind of take the show off with Scotty when he jumps on. Oh, Scotty is coming in. All right, here we go. Let me get so Scotty's coming in. I think I have my volume down or something. Let's see here. All right, let me pull this up. Scotty, what's up? Oh, Scotty, you're live, bro. Can you hear me? Oh, Scotty is coming in. All right, here we go. Let me get so Scotty's. You're live, bro. Can you hear us?
Hold up.
Yeah. Turn off the YouTube. You're on, bro. We're good.
Am I good?
Yeah, you're live. We're on. We got Scotty on the show. Scotty Friday. You guys drop some shot glasses for the mini shots for Scotty.
Fuck. Hang on a sec. Hang on.
You're live, Scotty. Here, let me throw him back in the.
Testing 1, 2, 3. What am I doing different this time than I did last time? One sec. Here we go. Here we go. Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh, and now I can hear you.
Okay. All right.
What's up?
Yeah, Scotty. There we go.
LFG, 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 LFG. You know what that means. I don't want to wreck the stream.
All good.
Is the volume okay, or am I too amped up and ramped up and loud?
Nah, you're good, bro. You're good. Can you see the chat? Is the thing. Everybody's got we got the shot glasses. The Scotty shotty's getting thrown in the chat right now.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Looks great. Looks great. Hello, everyone. Good morning, everybody. It's so great to see so many people in here this morning. Everybody ramped up, amped up, excited for a big green day. I know it's coming. We got where's this news story coming from? Remnants of Hurricane Ida. It's a TV on my computer. Hang on. There we go. I'm getting situated here still, Coach. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But Labor Day weekend too. You know, we got a little 4-day weekend action. Market be back open Tuesday. I hope everybody has some great plans for this weekend, you know?
And I don't know if you noticed this, Scotty, but we got a huge green candle right now.
I see it. It's like, whoa, man. Whoa, guys. Whoa, guys.
And it looks like VIH is also pumping right now. There we go. Let me get this back up.
I'll let you focus and take this, Coach.
No, you keep talking. You keep talking. I just wanted to make sure you knew that we had the green candles coming in, huh?
Yeah. I'm getting fired up, man. I'm amped up. I'm getting fired up. I'll tell you what do you got going this weekend, Coach? You got any parties going or?
So football game tomorrow, as long as the smoke isn't too bad up in Sacramento, and then I'm supposed to be taking the kids to Monster Jam in San Jose on Sunday, and Monday barbecue at the house, some fantasy football drafts. I'm gonna be starting it off today and going all the way partying hard through Monday.
I hear you, man. I got a draft tonight at 8:30, but between this morning with you and then later on with Tarheel, I don't know if I'll even be awake for the draft. I'll probably pass out tonight like 8 o'clock. I feel it coming on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I got a lot going on this weekend, man. We go down the shore tomorrow. Do that Jersey Shore pumping the fist thing. No, I'm only kidding. I'm not pumping my fist anywhere. But I'm going down the shore, and then Sunday I'll go, do a little party and some cooking on the grill. My buddy's house. He's having a little shindig. Probably drink a bunch of claws.
Absolutely.
And,
Hey, I think someone else is gonna come in, but if he's listening right now, I'm only answering this phone if you're gonna come in and take a shot with us.
oh man, I like this. I like where this is going.
Let's see.
I like where this is going.
You gotta give me he's in the green room right now. You gonna take a shot with Scotty? Give me a thumbs up. Oh yeah. I was gonna let him in anyways. I'm just busting his balls. What's up, Tarheel?
No, he told me he got a little into it last night. He might need a little nap today before we get going.
Oh, he's got the coffee. He's got something in his coffee. I'm sure he does. All right.
Well, is it time right now? Should we do right now?
Yeah. I mean, whenever you guys are ready, we could wait a second. Let's wait. I think Tarheel's getting. Tarheel, you there? Is your mic working and stuff?
Oh yeah, his mic's not working now.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. We can hear you now.
Is that good? All right. It was my microphone. Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot of coffee with you guys. So.
All right.
All right. All good.
I technically.
I think Tarheel's got a little echo.
Oh, someone's got Tarheel. You got an echo going.
My bad.
Mix master Tarheel. Still echo.
Yeah, someone's YouTube must be playing.
My YouTube's not playing.
I muted
I'm
myself.
on it. Check. Now we're good. Now I don't hear you, Coach.
Oh, I'm muted. There we go. Now you hear me. Now you hear me. There we go. Hey, you know what? Let's get this shot going. Let's do it. We need it. We need to get fired up.
All right, guys. Wait, I gotta get this in the camera here. So I got a little Jameson this morning, Coach. I know you got some water.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'm only water on Fridays before work.
That's right. Oh, I just dropped my cap, but I can get that later. So this today is for the Labor Day weekend. For the CLOV fam, as always, thank you guys for all your support, for supporting everybody. Everybody's supporting everybody, and that's the gig, supporting everybody for this stock, and everybody wants this stock to go up. Stonk go up, mean green. That's why I got this green bottle here. Green bottle.
I got a little pirate shot glass for you guys.
Salud. Hey, here we go. Oh, nasty. Actually, Jameson's not nasty at all. I love Jameson. It's hard to act that one out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to though, Scotty. You gotta. That's part of the whole thing. Like if you didn't say nasty, I would think you had water in there.
Yeah. I love it, guys. I love it.
Oh man.
Oh, now we got a little red here. A little red push down.
Yeah, but it's look, we're seeing it even in VIH. We're seeing it kind of across the board. GameStop looks like it's starting to pop a little bit right now though. But, I think a lot of times in the first 20 minutes of the day, right, you're kind of establishing that range. Mm-hmm. You'll go up, hit the top, come down, kind of feel it, and then you'll start seeing the stair stepping. You know what I mean? So
right.
If we look at this on a 1 minute, let's just take a look real quick. Yeah, so we started spiking right off the gate, and now we're kind of coming down. Now maybe we'll start coming back up now, Look at GameStop. This is a 1 minute candle over here, though, but it looks like it's starting to push. So, yeah, man, I'm excited about today. I'm excited about this weekend just to relax, have some fun. It's going to be hard taking 3 days off, though. It really is.
Why is that?
I'm just saying, like Like,
Oh, you mean
especially if we
from
finish today with another green day, and then it's gonna be like all excited for next week,
Yeah.
and then we're
That
gonna be
excitement
waiting.
will carry over, bro. With the Discord, between the Discord and the Twitter, there's ways that everybody will remain connected over the weekend, I'm sure,
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. And then, did you check out the stream last week? Me and Ghost, the no financial limits or
The
no?
NFL?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in
Okay.
there. Yeah, I thought it was awesome, man.
All right, so we're gonna do
I
that
like it.
again
I like
on.
it a lot too.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say we're gonna do it again on Tuesday. So
Yeah, no, that's
Tuesday
key,
night.
Man. It's about when I'm getting ready for bed. Believe it or not, it's like I think around 8 o'clock. You guys did it, or 8:30, right, in Eastern time.
7, yeah, 7 o'clock.
Yeah. Oh, all right. So that's perfect. 7's great. And then that's right, because you did mention that you guys are gonna do it before football, right?
Before kickoff. Yeah, that's the
That would be
plan.
great, man. I'll be in there, man. And we'll be talking football and stuff too. Like I've been mentioning, I'm a Redskins fan. How that really happened, it's a long story, but it's all good. Maybe a story for that stream I'd tell one day to you guys. But yeah, I love the Redskins and or the Washington football team. It's hard to still call them that now after all these years. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the season, man. I hope they look like they could be something. Fitz magic, man. He gets magical sometimes,
Yeah, and then I like that running back, man. What's his name? Gibson.
Gibson, yeah, Antonio Gibson, and McLaurin. Terry McLaurin's a nice receiver, it looks like. So, it should be interesting. They'll be an interesting team to watch, that's for sure.
Sorry, my computer's tripping out. Give me 1 second, Scotty.
All right, brother.
I just want to make sure. There we go.
I haven't even looked at the chat at all. I feel bad. I'm neglecting the peoples.
Dude, it's so hard to keep up with the chat when Scotty's on. I tell you that, guys, that much. So if I'm missing anything, guys, it's it's hard when I have any guests, but especially with Scotty. I did see someone just did a super chat. There we go. Colin says, add this to the shot fund. PS 3-day weekends are the worst. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna have a good time this weekend, Scotty. I know you're gonna have a good time. But it just, when you're like used to watching the stock market every day, it's hard on those 3-day weekends that you're taking that extra day off. You know what I mean?
I hear you, man. It's like I'm waking up. Anytime that there's I don't know, like a significant day, positive or negative, let's call it, or like where there's a lot of movement, or like where there's potential for something to happen with the stock the next day, I always find myself waking up like an hour earlier than the alarm goes off, or a little early, because there's that excitement in you, man. You want to get it going and see what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's been a fun ride, man. I like it. You know what I mean? I like the ride. I like it.
Oh, hell yeah. And I'm the same way. Like, even today, when I went to bed last night, I could see that we were kind of gapping up, and it's like, okay. I think we might open above 9. You know what I mean? And it's like, so I start getting all fired up and everything. Dude, I woke up today with no alarm clock. I was up at like 4 a.m., and just laying in bed. And, one thing I want to say, because I know like right now it looks like we're getting pushed down and all this other stuff. There's 2 things going on here. One, we did gap up. We closed yesterday at 888. So there is a possibility that we come down and touch off this before we, that we fill the gap before we start to run. And then the other thing to note too is that we are still up on the day. We're up 2%. I mean, even though this looks negative as hell, when you see all these red candles, we're still up 2% on the day. So you know what I mean? It's just but yeah, but we also look how oversold we were. Let me go back to my 5-minute.
I think like a 10% jump on a day would put us at about $10, right? That
would
be 10%.
Yeah. Let's see. BTFD says a close near the high of the day would be the highest weekly close in 2 months. Yeah. And I think really for me, I just want to close over 9. And I know last week when you were on here, I was like, let's just close over 850. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that was the thing. Like, let's just get to that next,
Baby
strike.
steps, step the level, step the level, step the strike level. Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm with you 100%.
Yep. So that's what I'm thinking at least. I really I don't know. I'm feeling really positive, and I still believe in this September 9th thing, like that something's going to happen before then, that we're going to see some movement in a lot of these stocks and shit. We're seeing it in GameStop right now. Looks like AMC starting to pump up a little bit too. Um
Well, that leaves us, I mean, essentially, really today, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
yeah,
For
shit. No shit,
you
right?
know,
Cuz that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think next week could be huge.
yeah, yeah.
Now
Tuesday and Wednesday be interesting days for sure.
I'm not saying go load up on short term options. I'm not saying at all. I just want to be clear though, because you got to protect yourself. You got to have your shares. You got to have your leaps. You got to have something that doesn't expire next week. You know what I mean? But shit, it's always good to go in and throw in, like, maybe get yourself a little bit of something just in case. But yeah, I feel like I always got to clarify that now, because I don't want to be, hey man, coach said we were gonna go to the moon next week. I mortgaged my
Yeah,
house and put, it's like, nah, I don't.
I YOLO my life savings.
Yeah. Well, hey man, I'm gonna in about 4 minutes here, I'm gonna get off. But stay on with me until we sign off. I just want to go over some of the stuff.
Okay,
Real.
yeah. Do your thing, man. I'm gonna take a look, like I said, at the chat, man, and you just rap.
All right, so
I'm gonna try to address some of these cats that we've been neglecting here.
yeah. So before I sign off though, too, one thing I want to mention. So Tarheel did text me, and he's gonna get on at 11 a.m. Eastern. That's 8 a.m. on West Coast time. So basically in about an hour. So he's gonna kick his stream off a little early today. There is a link down in the description of this video to Tarheel's channel. So make sure you guys go check him out. Go support him. Hardest working man in CLOV business. He streams 8 days a week, 25 hours a day, and when he's not doing that, he's on Discord. So make sure you guys go check him out. And he's gonna get started early today. So okay. On top of that, I want to thank all the new members today. We got a bunch of them. First off, yesterday, Fred and Joseph. I don't want to leave you guys out. I got you guys written down that you joined yesterday. But today, we had CPA RI, Grimzo, LF Bell, Michelle, Shrimply, Mark, and Seven Leaf Clover, all new members to the channel today. Thank you so much. Look out for the community tab. I'm going to be throwing some information on there, for like maybe a little fun, game or something. Like I said, hey, Scotty, are you going to get in on that if we do it?
What's that?
I'm gonna do one of those NFL survivor pools. So
Oh, man, all day on that, bro. Come on.
so I set it up yesterday, and I haven't invited anyone or done it yet. But basically, just something fun, and then we can maybe me and you could review it every Friday to see how people did the week before. But basically, what it is and it'll be anybody that wants to join, and I'll throw it in the community thing on the channel. But everyone joins with one. You pick a winner, right? But once you pick that team, you can't pick them anymore. So if like week 1 you think the Ravens are going to beat the Raiders, you might pick them, but now for the rest of the year you can't pick the Ravens. You've already wasted them. So now you got to go off the other 31. And you keep going and see who could make it through. No point spreads, no nothing. Just pick a winner, pick one winner a week.
I'm usually out of that with like in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, I probably will be too. And there was an option on there to give everybody a mulligan, so I'm gonna do that too. So you get it's like double elimination. Cool. So that way, if you lose once, you can keep going. So I did all the setup yesterday. So, but yeah, man, maybe me and you could just start. We'll start reviewing it every week. We'll make it our Friday thing.
Maybe we could do a small entry fee, and have the prize be like some CLOV shares or whatever the cost of the CLOV shares are. Whatever. I don't know. Just a thought.
No, I was gonna. There will be a prize. I'll do the prize, and I'll just do it, just like a thank you to everybody for the. You know what I mean? So maybe we could make it some shares. That'd be cool. You know what I mean? Do some shares or something. I mean, even like that. Like I did that for that other thing, the share giveaway. It's like if you look at it, like you could buy 10 shares right now, it costs you $90.
Right,
Who
right,
knows?
exactly. Yeah.
Hey, by the time the football season's over, it might be worth $5,000. Who knows?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
but yeah, 10 shares to the winner or something like that. I'm down for something like that. So yeah, so that's upcoming.
So that's what I'm saying. Like if you had 9 people, everybody puts up $10. You know what I mean? There's your 10 shares right now. Like you said, end of the season, maybe they $5,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
Could be
we
great.
did just fill the gap. I know Dave, I saw Dave pointed that out in the chat. I think it was Dave. Or was it yeah, Dave filled it out. What's up, Dave? So Dave pointed out we just filled the gap. So now would be the time that we would maybe see some sort of reversal coming in here. Hopefully, you know, we got that gap filled. Let's bounce and let's start ripping. You know, in terms of CLOV, we saw a lot of bullish options yesterday. I told I know I want to go over kind of the update on what you know, what we've missed so far, or what's happened so far today. We were looking at chart exchange earlier. Yesterday we saw 56% of the volume, total volume on the day that came in was through the dark pool. You know, likely to suppress this price. Short volume was around 30%. Ortex data so far on the day shows what 29,000 differential returned shares. So not a lot going on, especially considering the volume. You know, the volume today is high. We're at almost 10 million so far, and only 42,000 shares borrowed versus 12,000 returned. Or I got that wrong. 42,000 returned versus 12,000 borrowed. So not a lot of action happening there. The other thing that I wanted to point out was sell walls that we might be seeing today. So as I pull up this level 2 for CLOV, I'll bring this over here. And I know this is tiny as hell and you guys can't see it. So just trust me when I tell you what these numbers are. Big numbers I see. Not really a lot. 10,000 shares at 924. 30,000 shares at 930. 79,000 at 950. So they're going to be trying to make sure we don't pass that 950 strike. And then I would imagine the next big thing would be $10 strike. Go ahead, Scotty. What'd you say?
I would say, yeah, those are some significant numbers and points. Your price points you're pointing out there.
Yeah, and the reason why is, you know, if we look at the option chain right now, $9 strike is 18,000 shares is in the money. But if we can get this 950 and this 10 in the money, that's just going to help, you know, for this week. So that's what I would imagine we're going to see the most resistance there, especially because it's a Friday right now and options expiration is coming up. Shit, I gotta go. I'm gonna go say, you know, see my kids off to school. Scotty, thank you.
Care, guys.
Everybody else, thank you for joining today. Make sure you guys go check out Tarheel. Scotty will be on there, I'm sure, later. Links down below. He said he's going on at 8 a.m. Okay, so 8 a.m. West Coast. That's 11 a.m. Eastern. And then Scotty, I'm gonna let you send us out, and then I'm ending the stream. Go ahead,
guys. Have a great weekend. Everyone have a great weekend this weekend. Enjoy yourselves, cook out, relax, have some drinks. Maybe if you do some other things that you indulge in that as well safely. Take care of yourselves. Hey, CLOV green, stay green, big green day today. Have a great weekend, guys, and thank you very much. And Coach, thank you. You're doing a great job. You're killing it. Thank you, Coach. Have a great day, guys.
All right, later.